Hello and welcome to the online learning session. Let us see the learning outcomes for today. Students, after this lesson, you will be able to answer the following map-based questions. Now these are questions 1 to 9 which are map-based. Second, you will be able to answer the question of the assignments easily. And third, you will be able to answer and complete the textbook exercises efficiently. So let us move on to the question related to map skills. The question says, identify the following with the help of map reading. It means you have to read a map and then you have to answer the following questions. Now the first question is, the island groups of India lying in the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. Let us go to the map. So on the western coast of India you can easily find Arabian Sea, and to its south is the Lakshadweep Islands, and on the eastern coast of India you can easily find out Bay of Bengal, and to its south lies the group of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So your answer for Arabian Sea is Lakshadweep and the Bay of Bengal is Andaman and Nicobar Islands respectively. Second question says, the countries constituting Indian subcontinent. Now this is an important term, students. What do you actually understand by the term Indian subcontinent? For this we again need to go to the map. So students, Indian subcontinent is basically a part of a continent. It actually denotes a geographical region which is surrounded by the Indian Ocean. So as we can see in the following map, certain countries are there which are part of this Indian subcontinent are Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, of course India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and down south here you will find another small island country known as Maldives. So these are the countries which are part of the Indian subcontinent. Let us see the third question now, the states through which the Tropic of Cancer passes. Now students, if you remember the notes, we have already studied the states through which the Tropic of Cancer passes. Here at 23.5 degrees north of the equator you can find out Tropic of Cancer, and let us see a very short trick to remember all the states through which this Tropic of Cancer passes. And we will see this trick as Garam Jha Pa Ba Atma. Now let us try to decode what is this. Now I said Ga Ra Ma Cha Jha Pa Ba A Ta Ma. Now let us try to see, starting from the west, students. We are starting from the west and we are moving towards the east. Now Ga will be for G and this is Gujarat. Ra will be for R, this is Rajasthan. Ma will be for Madhya Pradesh, this is MP. Cha will be for Chhattisgarh. Jha will be for Jharkhand. Paba, as we call West Bengal in Hindi, Paschim Bengal. So this is for West Bengal. So West Bengal. A for Assam. Ta for Tripura. And Ma for Mizoram. Now you can easily remember this from a very short trick, Garam Jha Paba Atma. Clear? Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Assam, Tripura and Mizoram. Now let us see the next question, the northernmost latitude in degrees, and for this let us go to the map. It has asked for the northernmost latitude, so this will be the northernmost latitude of India and it is 37 degrees 6 minutes north. The next question says the southernmost latitude of the Indian mainland in degrees. So the southernmost latitude will be this one, and it is 8 degrees 4 minutes north. Now let us move further, the eastern and the westernmost longitude in degrees. So this one is the eastern most longitude of India and this one is the westernmost longitude of India. If you remember, this one is 97 degrees 25 minutes east, which is the easternmost longitude of India, and if you remember this one, it is 68 degrees and 7 minutes east. So we have got this as well, the place situated on three seas. Now seventh question says the place situated on three seas. So let us see, students, if you see this part of India which I am drawing right now for you, so this part of India, this triangular part of India is situated, in a region which is surrounded by water bodies from three sides: 1 Arabian Sea, 2 Indian Ocean, and 3 Bay of Bengal. So this forms a geographical landform which is known as peninsula. Clear? Let us move ahead. The strait separating Sri Lanka and India. So here you can see India and here you can see Sri Lanka. In between these two countries there is a strait which is known as Pak Strait. Okay, the Union Territories of India. Now let us move on, and students, I hope you are aware of the recent fact that the state of Jammu Kashmir has been divided and two union territories are carved out from this state. Now one is Ladakh on the eastern side and the second one is Jammu and Kashmir on the western side. So I hope you know this, and certain union territories have also been merged. So I want you students to answer one question from this slide. Okay, now let us move ahead and see our next set of questions. Okay students, now these are the questions which are from assignment 1. Okay, now India lies entirely in the northern hemisphere. Mention the latitudes of India, we have discussed them right now. Mention the longitudes of India, we have discussed them right now. What is the latitudinal extent of India in degrees? You have to pay attention to the question. So if you remember the latitudinal extent of India, it is 30 degrees. Next question, question number 5 is what is the longitudinal extent of India in degrees? Again it is roughly 30 degrees. Sixth is what is the latitudinal extent of India in length or area? So it is 3214 kilometers. If you remember students, precisely what is the longitudinal extent of India in length or area? So here it asked in the question 6 about the latitudinal extent. Now it's asking about the longitudinal extent again in area. So it's 2933 kilometers. Mention the latitude of Tropic of Cancer. It's 23 degrees 30 minutes north. Now the Tropic of Cancer passes through dash states of India. So it's actually asking about how many states. We have already learned that it passes through 8 states of India. Write the name of the states through which the Tropic of Cancer passes in India. Students, in one of our past slides we have just seen the name of the states through which Tropic of Cancer passes in India. Let us see the 11th question. What is the area of India? It's 3.28 million square kilometers. 12th question is India is the dash largest country of the world. It is the 7th largest country of the world. Question 13 asks which countries are larger than India. Now this is an important question students, and I want this question to be answered by you. Here in this question 13 you have also got to use a map, and with the help of map you have to find out the countries which are larger than India. Let us see question number 14. What is the length of boundaries of India including its mainland and islands? Now students, as we have already discussed, the land boundaries of India is equal to 15,200 kilometers while the coastline is 7,516.6 kilometers. Let us see the next question, which is a very important question. Why is there a time gap of 2 hours between Arunachal Pradesh and Gujarat? Now students, this question is asking why is there a time gap of 2 hours between Arunachal Pradesh and Gujarat? Students, this question involves a little bit of an easy calculation. Okay, now let us try to find out. You know that our earth rotates on its axis. Now one rotation will be equal to 360 degrees. I hope you are following it. Now let us try to find out that what is the time taken by Earth to complete a complete rotation of 360 degrees. And you know that it takes 24 hours to complete 360 degrees. So let us cancel it out and we'll get 15 degrees per hour. So we have found that Earth rotates at a rate of 15 degrees per hour. Now try to recall, students, that what was the longitudinal extent of India, that is the number of longitudes from Arunachal Pradesh to Gujarat. They were 30 degrees. So if the Earth rotates 15 degrees in 1 hour, what time it will take to rotate 30 degrees? It will take 2 hours. Now I think this question is clear to you. That is why the Earth, the time gap between Arunachal Pradesh and Gujarat is that of 2 hours. Clear? Now let us see this. 17th question. Why is 82 degrees 30 minutes east longitude used to determine the Indian Standard Time? Now we have seen, students, that around 82 degrees and 30 minutes east longitude, we have taken this as the standard meridian for determining the Indian Standard Time. Now if we have already seen that if we consider the time of Arunachal Pradesh and if we consider the time of Gujarat, there will be a difference of 2 hours. But if we take the average of both these longitudes, the clocks which read the time at this longitude, the time happening there could be easily implemented for entire India in order to deal with the confusions created with different local times. Clear? Now let us move to our next question. Next question says the standard of meridian passes through Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh. I hope this is clear. 19th question is mention the neighbors of India in the following direction. In the north. Now in the north we have seen there are Nepal, China and Bhutan. In the northwest we see Afghanistan and Pakistan. In the east we see Bangladesh and Myanmar, and in the south we see Sri Lanka, and here is a tiny island nation known as Maldives. So basically these are the neighbors of India in different cardinal directions. Okay, now we'll move ahead. Now these are the questions from your assignment 2. First, a narrow channel of sea which separates two land masses is known as a strait. Now this question can be also asked in this way: define strait. So here's your answer. Clear? Now China is the largest country of the world. It is the 4th largest country of the world. The sun rays fall vertically on the Tropic of Cancer on 21st of June. Clear? Fourth question is, which of the following is the southernmost latitude? Can you see this question to be repeated again and again? Okay, so this is an important question, and as we have discussed it often, the answer is 8 degrees 4 minutes north. When was Indira Point submerged underwater? It was submerged in 2004 due to a tsunami. Question 6. From Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, the time lag is 2 hours. We have already discussed this. 7th is, what is the north-south extent of India? Again the same question, 3214 kilometers. The landmass of India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometers. What is the standard meridian of India? It is 82 degrees 30 minutes east. What is the latitudinal extent of India? Now see, this question has been presented here in a different form. Okay, the options, if you see, we have already seen that the latitudinal extent of India is 8 degrees 4 minutes north to 37 degrees 6 minutes north. Okay, now let us see in the next question. The southernmost point of Indian mainland is, it is Kanyakumari, because we have already studied right now that the Indira Point, which used to be the southernmost point got submerged. Now it has come to Kanyakumari. Which country shares land boundaries? And remember, it is asking about the mainland. Clear? So which country shares land boundaries with India in the west? It's from the options you can easily find out the answer is Pakistan. What is IST? We have already discussed. It's Indian Standard Time. What is the capital of Andaman and Nicobar Islands? Port Blair. The east-west extent of India is, now students, we have just saw the longitudinal extent of India in terms of length. Clear? So it's 2933 kilometers. Let us move ahead. India lies in which of the hemispheres? We have seen that it lies completely in the northern and eastern hemisphere. Okay, just to remember, this is equator. Clear? And this is the longitude which divides the earth into eastern and western hemispheres. So you can find out India in the section 1 as we had discussed, if you try to remember. So India entirely lies in the northern and eastern hemispheres. Clear? Okay, question 17. Tropic of Cancer does not pass through. Now I had just given you a very short trick to remember. From the options, try to find out the answer. Rajasthan, yes, it is there. Chhattisgarh, yes, it is there. Tripura, it is there. What state is not there? It is Odisha. So the correct answer will be Odisha. Clear? The westernmost longitude of India is, it is 68 degrees 7 minutes east. For example, we have already seen. Now don't get confused between west and east, students. We have already discussed that this is 0 degree longitude, and which lies at Greenwich in London, and India is completely situated to the east of this 0 degree longitude. For example, if we assume this is Gujarat and this is Arunachal Pradesh, so both the states, okay, both the longitudes passing through Gujarat and the longitude passing through Arunachal Pradesh lie completely eastwards of this 0 degree longitude. That is why it is mentioned as 68 degrees 7 minutes east. So don't get confused and mark your answer as 68 degrees 7 minutes west. It will be incorrect. East will be correct. Next question is, Indian state with the longest coastline on the eastern coast is, as you have seen. Does Jharkhand have a coastline? No. Now all these three states have a coastline. Okay, now let us go to map of India. Now see, students, this is the state of West Bengal, and here we have Odisha. Okay, now we come to Andhra Pradesh. After Andhra Pradesh we come to Tamil Nadu. Okay, now since these three states have a, this is the first one, this is the second one, and this is the third one. Now since all these three states have a coastline, let's try to find out. Now if we see the length of the coastline of all these states, particularly, you will find that Tamil Nadu has a coastline of 1076 kilometers. Andhra Pradesh has a coastline of 975 kilometers, and Odisha has a coastline of 485 kilometers. So this makes our answer very clear that the state with the longest coastline on the eastern coast will be Tamil Nadu and not Andhra Pradesh and not also Odisha. Clear? Now let us move ahead. Latitudinal and longitudinal extent of India is, we have studied time and again, this is 30 degrees. Clear? Now students, we come to answering your textbook exercises. Okay, now let us see the MCQs, the multiple choice questions. So first question is, choose the right answer from the four alternatives given below. You have four alternatives and let us try to answer the question. First question says, the Tropic of Cancer does not pass through. Let us try to find out. Rajasthan, yes, it does pass through. Chhattisgarh, it passes through Chhattisgarh. Tripura, yes, the answer will be Odisha. The easternmost longitude of India is, it will be 97 degrees 25 minutes east at Arunachal Pradesh. Now let us see, and let us move on to the next question. The next question reads as: Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and Sikkim have common frontiers with China, Bhutan, Nepal or Myanmar. So let us try to find out the answer, students, and the best way for finding answers to these type of questions is going to a map. Okay, now if you can see here, this is Uttarakhand and it is sharing the boundary with Nepal. Okay, continuing down south in the line of Uttarakhand is Uttar Pradesh and it shares the boundary with Nepal. Here is Bihar, it is sharing the boundary with Nepal. Again, if you see here, West Bengal, it is sharing a little bit of boundary, and here if you see is Sikkim. So all these states share boundaries with Nepal, so Nepal will be your correct answer. Okay, if you intend to visit Kavaratti during your summer vacations, which of the following union territories of India you will be going to? You will be going to Lakshadweep, because Kavaratti is found in Lakshadweep. Now let us see the next question. My friend hails from a country which does not share land boundary with India. Identify the country. Now students, we have discussed this question right now. Bhutan shares boundary with India, Bangladesh also shares boundary with India, and Nepal also shares boundary with India. So all these will not be the answer. So your correct answer will be Tajikistan. Now let us move on to the second question. Name the group of islands lying in the Arabian Sea. It's Lakshadweep. Name the countries which are larger than India. I have already said this question to be answered by you people, and after that we will be discussing this. Which island group of India lies to its southeast? We have seen Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Which island countries are our southern neighbors? It's Sri Lanka and Maldives. Clear? I hope the answer is clear till here. Now let us move on to these questions. The sun rises 2 hours earlier in Arunachal Pradesh as compared to Gujarat in the west, but the watches show the same time. How does this happen? Students, we have discussed this question time and again. Now the question says sun rises 2 hours earlier in Arunachal Pradesh as compared to Gujarat in the west, but the watches show the same time. How does this happen? Watches show the same time because of the standard meridian adopted by India for determining its Indian Standard Time, and since there is a time difference of 2 hours between Arunachal Pradesh and Gujarat, so the local time of these two states will differ, and it will create a lot of confusions as far as administration in the country is concerned. Therefore we have adopted a standard meridian on the average of both these longitudes, which roughly comes to 82 degrees and 30 minutes east. Therefore the watches show the same time all over India. Now the last question of this chapter. The central location of India at the head of the Indian Ocean is considered of great significance. Why? Students, we have discussed this topic, if you remember from the notes. Now the central location of India above Indian Ocean. Now we have seen time and again it's of great significance because since time immemorial it has helped. If you consider these regions, the regions which are situated on the coast, this is the eastern coast of India, and if you see the regions from Gujarat till Kerala, this is the western coast of India. So it has helped us establish great trade links through all these routes with major international countries. So that is why it has been considered of great significance. Plus one more significance of Indian Ocean is that due to Indian Ocean we experience the phenomena of monsoon, which brings rainfall to India. So I would like you people to elucidate on the first point, which is related to establishing great trade relationships with different countries to the west of India, to Europe, etc., through Africa, Middle East, and these routes have led us till Japan in the east, and also in the South Asia and the Southeast Asia as well. So first point is establishing relationships, and that has been related to trades, commerce, etc. And second, we see that due to Indian Ocean, India is able to experience monsoon, due to which rainfall occurs. So students, I hope that the question answers as well as the topics are completely clear to you as far as chapter 1 is concerned. Now I want you people to complete the assignments and finally the textbook exercises in your notebook, and we'll move on to the chapter 2 of geography in our next lecture. If you have any doubts, post them. Thank you.